If you want to win a jet like this, all you have to do is subscribe. Click the like button and leave a comment. And then ring the bell so you don't miss my next video. At 1,000 subscribers, we gave this jet away. At 5,000, we're going to give another one. I don't know what it is yet. We'll see when that time comes. So hey, subscribe guys. Happy flying. Hey YouTube, it's Sean, Griffin RC Planes. December 23rd, the storm of the generation they're calling it. It's cold. Take a look. 14 degrees right now. It's about midnight. At 7 p.m. it was about 45 degrees. Solid ice. Yeah, I can only take a second of that stuff out there. By the way, the 64 is inside my house. That heater is really working. Yeah, it's cold. This is Middle Tennessee, and the temperature was around like 47 degrees about 7 p.m. and then by 10 p.m. it was like 15, and now it's like 9. And it's cold. So hey, you bought a receiver and you got it used. You bought it on eBay or from a friend or a swap meet, Facebook, something, and you get home, and before registering it to your name in Spectrum and downloading the latest software and erasing it so you can program it from scratch or import a model that's already set up from Spectrum into it, you just want to bind it just to make sure it works, right? So you get it on the bench and you got a battery and some servos, or you put it in a plane and you bind it, and it looks like it's binding but nothing happens. Well, the receivers could and do come mounted in different orientations from the factory, and being that they're custom programmable, there's many different ways for the orientation to be. The pins that your servos plug into can be facing the front or facing the rear, and the receiver can be mounted on all 4 flat sides with the pins in each direction. So there's 8 different ways that it can be mounted. So let's say you got it right side up, and in that particular case, just to bind it, it doesn't matter which way the pins are facing. It would if you're flying it, but just for the bench, and it doesn't bind. Well, flip it upside down, then it'll bind. But that doesn't make certain that it's flyable, because if it was mounted on its side or upside down, then the gyro directions could be all out of whack. Do not even attempt to fly with it. But for a bench test, face up or face down will let you bind it one way or the other. Let me demonstrate on my foam board plane here. The control surfaces are color coded, just so when we're doing demonstrations we can say, hey, you know, look at the blue rudder. So let me show you how to bind this thing. Okay, we got an AR636 mounted face up with the pins to the rear. Alright, I got a little servo extension with the bind plug. I'm going to power the airplane, pull the bind plug out because we want safe select to work on a switch. I'm holding the bind button down and powering on the transmitter.
Binding DSMX 22 milliseconds telemetry. Bind complete.
Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening at all. It said bind complete, right? Alright, for our bench test, we're now going to flip it over and put it face down, pins to the rear. Maybe. And we need to get our bind plug back in the little extension, like so. All right, here we go again. Servos face down, pins to the rear. Powering the plane, pulling out the bind plug, bind button, switch.
Binding. DSMX. 22 milliseconds. Telemetry. Bind complete.
Well, there you have it. Don't think it's not any good until you flip it over and see if it'll bind that way. Don't ever fly with it because you don't know if it was mounted on its side, plus you don't know what it was programmed for. But at least you'll know that it works. Then you can register it with Spektrum, download the latest software in it, custom program it yourself, or directly input preset model files directly from Spektrum. Lots of opportunities once it's registered and updated to you. Well, all right, guys. Hey, that's all I got for you on this one. I appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't. That means a whole lot to me, and it really helps out the YouTube algorithm. And then this guy. After you subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss my next video. All right, guys. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. Yep, right there. Okay. Hey, adios.